What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Monday, February 3rd, and we got a lot to talk about. Only got a little time, though. I got to work on a video for my other channel, so I'm going to get into it. We're going to talk about some trade stuff, and we're going to talk about the picks that I have for today. I'm not going to go through every game on the card, but I will tell you the 4 picks that I have. So, Luka to the Lakers. Nobody expected it. Nobody saw it coming. Apparently, the Mavs just reached out to the Lakers privately 5 days ago or so. But it happened. They wanted Anthony Davis specifically, so that was the only team they called. And the two GMs have a long relationship going back to working at Nike and being an agent to Kobe. So basically what happened was Luka went to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick. So Lakers get Luka, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. Mavs get Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and that first round pick 4 years from now. And the Utah Jazz had to get involved, and they get 2 second round picks, I think, from each team, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. So, yeah, it was a situation where the Mavericks didn't trust Luka's focus and conditioning, and didn't think he was worth the $350 million he was due next year. And they wanted to win now, and they needed defense, and they needed a big. They didn't need a big. They needed a defensive anchor. They needed a number 2 for Kyrie. So, yeah, I actually don't mind it, but I'm not a fan of either one of these teams. I think that LeBron is gone within a year or two anyway. I think that Luka and Bronny might not make sense, but I don't know if Bronny will last on the Lakers after LeBron is gone. I think Anthony Davis does do a lot for the Mavericks. So we got Kyrie, Anthony Davis, and Klay Thompson with a bunch of good pieces around them. So, I can't argue it. If you're a fan of the Mavericks, I understand you're hurt. If you're a fan of the Lakers, I don't know what you really think. But Lakers aren't winning anything this year. The only piece that they got that can play right now is Markieff Morris. So without Anthony Davis, you're adding Markieff Morris. Like, that's a even, swap, and you don't really get anything else this year for it. So that's my thoughts on that pick. De'Aaron Fox went to the Spurs to play with Wemby and Chris Paul. So the Spurs will be better in the back half of this season. Zach LaVine went to the Kings. And Bulls got Kevin Huerter, Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and their own 2025 draft pick back. So I think the Spurs got the most out of that trade, and can't wait to see what the new Spurs team looks like. I think they will be a bet-on team. So see all that to say that I don't really mind any of those trades. It's kind of a wait-and-see scenario. I think the Mavs and the Spurs are going to be bet on in the back half of the season, and the other teams will wait and see. But as for today, I do have 4 picks in the NBA card today. I did go 4-1 yesterday, only missing the under in the Clippers game. If I look at it real quick, I had under 220, and the guy even got to 223, 108 to 115. Clippers losing on the road. So, still a good day. I had the over in the Bulls and Pistons game. I had the Cavs minus the 13 against the new no Luka Mavs. I had 76ers plus 11, who blew a huge lead to barely still cover against the Celtics, and I had the over 246 in the Memphis and the Milwaukee game. So pretty decent day yesterday, and today we are looking at the Wizards and the Hornets. I'm on the Wizards. Do your line shopping. The numbers moving up. People are betting on the Hornets. Hornets are missing. Let me see if he's been moved back in. See, that's where the number is changing. So, Hornets are missing Martin, Kogi, Mann, Ball, and Miller's out for the season. Williams out for the season. Micic is listed as questionable, and that's their primary ball handler. So if he doesn't play also, this still is a Wizard spot. They got Brogdon back and then won their first game in months, it feels like. probably just a month or so. But we got Brogdon back, and we're able to win against the Timberwolves by 2 with no Anthony Davis and with no Julius Randle. So it's not like it's a stellar win, but it's a win nonetheless. And now they're playing the Charlotte team, who is more on their level without any of their starters. So this might be 2 in a row for the Wizards, and the books are giving us 5 points. So Wizards +5 for that one. Also, I like the Rockets against the Knicks. Rockets are better at home this year. Their record on the road is 17-7, and they better against the spread as well on the road than they are at home. So full season numbers, we got 28-19 against the spread for the Rockets, 25-23 for the Knicks. So the Knicks are closer to a 500 team against the spread. Both 32 wins, Rockets 16 losses, Knicks 17 losses. So giving us 6 points against a team coming off a loss, both teams coming off a loss. Rockets better on the road. I don't see the Knicks blowing out this team, so I'd rather have the points in my pocket. It's kind of how I view this game. So as far as injuries go, we got Josh Hart and Anunoby questionable. Fred VanVleet is out. Sengun is day-to-day for the Rockets. So definitely would like Sengun in there. He did miss the last game, but I'm still on the Rockets +6. I think they can cover that. The other 2 games, I got the Bucks and the Thunder. Bucks on the back-to-back. Thunder are at home. Bucks doing a lot of traveling recently. I like the Thunder in this spot. I can see the Bucks trying to keep it close and the Thunder walking away with it at the end. Or I can see the Bucks just completely getting blown out and not being ready for this Thunder team from start to finish. Bucks are coming off that loss to the Grizzlies in their last game. We had the over in that one. Oklahoma City is coming off a big blowout win against the Kings. That was 2 days ago on the 1st, right before the Fox trade. I believe he played in that game, 20 points in 30 minutes. Anyway, I'm on the I'm on the Thunder to beat the Bucks at home with Milwaukee traveling all over the place. Their home or their road trip, they only beat the Jazz. They lost to the Clippers, the Blazers, and the Spurs. They came back home for 1 game and they lost to the Grizzlies. And now they go back out on the road to play the Thunder tonight, the Hornets, and the Hawks on the road in the next 3 games. So I think the next 2 games they're looking to win those. Dame is on the injury report. Bobby Portis is out for this one. Gary Trent Jr. is day-to-day. I like the Thunder in this one. Not going to overthink it. Bucks on the back-to-back. Should be tired in the second half. So Oklahoma City -11.5. And the Nuggets should roll over on the Pelicans at home. Pelicans also missing DeJounte Murray out for the season now. Zion is on the report with an illness. Daniel Tice, Hawkins, and Jones is out also with a shoulder injury. For the Nuggets, Peyton Watson, Westbrook are also out for this game. But I think that they should have no problem beating a lackluster Pelicans team. Whatever more than 1 or 2 people are out for the Pelicans, they are not a good team. So that's where I'm at for those games. Wizards plus the 5, Rockets plus the 6, Thunder minus the 11, and Nuggets minus the 11 also. So lock those in, let's get this money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk more NBA. I'll see you then.